Sending money internationally has become increasingly common in our globalized world. Whether you're supporting family abroad, paying for international services, or conducting business across borders, understanding your options for international money transfers is essential. Traditional wire transfers have long been the standard method, but today there are numerous alternatives that may offer better rates, lower fees, and faster delivery times. In this video, you'll learn about the costs associated with different transfer methods and discover how to choose the most economical option for your specific needs. There are 4 main categories of international money transfer methods available today. Traditional wire transfers operate through established banking networks and have been used for decades. Digital money transfer services like Wise and Remitly have emerged as modern alternatives offering competitive rates. Online payment platforms, such as PayPal, provide convenient options for those already using their services. Finally, cryptocurrency transfers represent the newest method, allowing borderless transactions using digital currencies like Bitcoin. Each method has distinct advantages and disadvantages depending on your specific situation, the amount you're sending, and your destination country. Wire transfers are electronic fund transfers that move money directly between banks or financial institutions. They operate through secure networks, with SWIFT being the most commonly used international system. SWIFT stands for Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. Wire transfers are characterized by their bank-to-bank nature, meaning funds move directly from your bank account to the recipient's bank account. They're considered highly secure because they operate through established, regulated banking channels. The transfers are fully traceable, allowing both sender and recipient to track the movement of funds. While wire transfers offer reliability and security, they typically come with higher costs compared to modern alternatives. Understanding the true cost of wire transfers requires looking at multiple fee components. Your sending bank typically charges an outgoing fee ranging from $25 to $50 per transfer. The receiving bank, on the other end, often adds an incoming fee of $10 to $25. Beyond these visible fees, there's a significant hidden cost in the exchange rate markup. Banks typically add 3 to 5% above the real market exchange rate when converting your money. This markup can actually exceed the stated transfer fees on larger amounts. The processing time for wire transfers varies from 1 to 5 business days, depending on the destination country and the banks involved. International transfers generally take longer than domestic ones due to additional verification and routing steps. Digital money transfer services have revolutionized international payments by offering alternatives to traditional banking channels. Wise, formerly known as TransferWise, is renowned for using the real mid-market exchange rate with transparent fees, often resulting in significant savings. Remitly specializes in fast express transfers, making it ideal when speed is a priority. Western Union offers extensive global coverage with the unique advantage of cash pickup options, useful when the recipient doesn't have a bank account. WorldRemit focuses on mobile money transfers, allowing funds to be sent directly to mobile wallets in supported countries. These services typically operate through apps or websites, making them convenient and accessible 24 hours a day. Let's compare the real costs using a practical example of sending $1,000 internationally. A traditional bank wire transfer might charge $45 in fees, but the 4% exchange rate markup adds another $40, bringing the total cost to $85. Using Wise, you'd pay approximately $7 in fees with only a 0.5% exchange rate markup, totaling just $12 in costs. PayPal charges a $5 fee, but adds a substantial 3.5% exchange rate markup, resulting in a $40 total cost. This example clearly demonstrates that the exchange rate markup often represents the largest cost component, and services advertising low fees may still be expensive if they use poor exchange rates. Always calculate the total cost, including both fees and exchange rate differences when comparing options. Choosing the right transfer method requires evaluating several key factors beyond just cost. Speed is crucial if your recipient needs the money urgently. Some services offer instant or same-day transfers for premium fees, while others may take several days but cost less. The transfer amount matters because fixed fees become proportionally smaller on larger transfers. Sending $5,000 with a $45 fee represents less than 1%, whereas that same fee on a $500 transfer is 9%. The destination country significantly impacts your options, as some services operate better in certain regions or may not serve all countries. Finally, security considerations are paramount. Verify that any service you use is properly regulated, check customer reviews, and understand their protection policies in case something goes wrong with your transfer. Exchange rates are central to understanding international transfer costs, yet they're often misunderstood. The mid-market rate is the real exchange rate between two currencies, representing the midpoint between buying and selling prices in the global market. For example, if the mid-market rate shows $1 equals 83.12 Indian rupees, that's the true value without any markup. Banks typically add a markup of 3 to 5% above this rate. So instead of receiving 83.12 rupees per dollar, you might only receive 79 rupees, representing a 4.95% markup. This difference is a hidden cost that many people overlook when they focus only on transfer fees. The most important principle is to always compare the effective rate you'll receive, not just the stated fees. A service with zero fees but a poor exchange rate will cost more than one with small fees and a good exchange rate. Here are 4 practical strategies to minimize your international transfer costs. First, always compare multiple services before sending money. Use online comparison tools that show real-time rates and fees across different providers. Second, avoid currency exchange services at airports, hotels, or tourist areas, as these consistently offer the worst exchange rates and highest fees due to convenience premiums. Third, consider sending larger amounts less frequently rather than many small transfers. Since many services charge fixed fees regardless of amount, consolidating transfers reduces the proportional cost. For example, sending $1,000 once costs less than sending $200 5 separate times. Fourth, monitor exchange rate movements and use rate alert features offered by many services. Currency values fluctuate constantly, and transferring when rates are favorable can save substantial amounts on large transfers. Let's summarize the essential points about international money transfers. Traditional wire transfers through banks are secure and reliable, but typically expensive due to high fees and poor exchange rates. Digital services like Wise, Remitly, and others generally offer significantly better rates and lower costs. The hidden costs in exchange rate markups often exceed the visible transfer fees, making it crucial to compare the total cost, not just stated fees. Different services excel for different situations. The best choice depends on the transfer amount, destination country, required speed, and whether the recipient needs cash pickup or bank deposit. Finally, planning ahead saves money. Urgent transfers always cost more, so whenever possible, initiate transfers in advance. By understanding these principles and comparing options, you can potentially save hundreds of dollars annually on international money transfers.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.